Hello, everybody. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be talking about how to stop being insecure. How do we address insecurities that we have, and how do you permanently or at least have a long-lasting impact on reducing insecurities? Let's talk about that. Akshay?
The first solution I'm going to give is with the assumption that you do have the money to do this. That is, doing cognitive behavioral therapy. And I feel like this is an answer that I give for like a lot of mental health issues because when it comes to dealing with a lot of mental health issues, cognitive behavioral therapy is the way to go for it. And so that's the reason why I'm picking this here as well. And that can really help you with sort of your understanding where your insecurity comes from, and first of all, you really do need to know that. And then letting you know like how to deal with it in a daily manner, or at least a weekly manner, depending on like how frequently you go to therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, and just like having a person who would make sure your intuition and insecurity are not the same thing, and they would guide you enough that that wouldn't be an issue. So that's like the I don't want to say rich person solution, but at least like stability person solution. But the other way to do it is having you know people who validate you next to you, in terms of like having good people around you, like your family, your friends, or to be honest, really just like the people that you live with, and the people that you work with. Yeah, and sort of like telling them this is what it is, and like, you can go and tell your boss that hey, like I do better work if you appreciate me whenever like I do good stuff, and I work well with positive reinforcement. So if you say those things, your boss wants to get more work out of you, and maybe he or she might be trying out like tough luck, and sorry, not tough luck, tough love, and that might just not be working for you. You might be a person who needs a hand around the shoulder, and that can do it. And other times where with for being insecure, it's just about loving yourself a lot more in terms of your understanding what's happening in your life, why you are who you are, and forgiving yourself for decisions that you have taken, the decisions that you regret, and everything, and start seeing you in a light, either like a new leaf, or a well oiled machine, depending on whichever way you look at it. Okay?
That was a very nice answer. You explain a lot, and I think it's going to be really helpful. I was trying to find some resources about this as well, and I found a method called voice therapy, which is a cognitive behavioral approach developed by doctors Lisa and Robert Firestone. And it basically is a way to address your critical inner voice that is probably the one that's yelling at you about insecurities. So it has 5 steps to it. First step is vocalizing your critical thoughts or your insecurities. Instead of saying, I am stupid, I am fat, I look terrible, you change it to say something like, you are you are fat, you are stupid, you are whatever it is. So, and you write it out so that way you can separate it from you attacking yourself to someone else attacking you. That is the insecurity attacking you. And then the second step, think about how you're feeling in reaction to this. How do you feel when someone is now the insecurity is saying these things about you? So think about that, reflect that, see if it reminds you of anyone else who's in your life who might have helped create that insecurity in the first place. And you can start to feel some compassion for yourself and reject the people who might have created, not the people, but reject the insecurities that might reflect other people in your life. Third step is you need to respond to these insecurity attacks and express your point of view and deny them, respond, and if possible respond like you would if a friend was saying it to themselves. How would you respond to them? With compassion and kindness. So that's step 3. Step 4 is you try to identify how these different insecurities are affecting your day-to-day life. How does it change the way you are at work? How does it change what you do when you're with friends? Where is the insecurity very influential? In what events is it making a difference? Fifth step is hard. It's the one where you decide to change the behaviors that are being affected by the insecurities. So if the insecurity is preventing you from asking for a promotion or asking out someone, try to push that and try to do the thing that you want to do. And whenever the insecurity tries to speak up, again, respond to it. It's going to be tough, but if you get through the process of trying to do the behaviors that your insecurity is holding you back from, things that you've identified in step 4, and after some time, you'll slowly be able to get out of the effect that the insecurities are having on you. And again, I'll put the link to where I found this in the YouTube channel, in the video description, so you can go read it yourself.
I don't know if you're giving me answers or you're giving me a pep talk. So that was a good answer. And I feel like, I started off making the Maggie with everything, putting the water and everything, with saying cognitive behavior therapy, and then you just add the spice, the salt, the pepper, and everything. And I think we made a really good dish. But you know what? Let's go into sweets now. Let's go into dessert. So let's actually talk about how maybe insecurity, it's not really a bad thing. Maybe it can be used to our advantages.
That is very spicy, although it's for dessert. Let's talk about that tomorrow.
Okay, let's do this.
Oh, you're still here? Well, thanks for getting to the end of the video. Hey, while you're still here, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get new updates when we post videos. Also, make sure to check out these equally exciting videos as well. Have you pressed it yet? Come on, you have 5 seconds left. 3, 2, press it now.